And in today's Parent SOS, kids using more gadgets than ever before during the school year. Of course, a lot of schools now providing tablets that the kids will be taking home. And all of this means that parents need to work with their children to make sure we're being protected from cyber hackers getting in and trying to get to our family's information. And joining us is Ian Miller with CMIT Solutions. And you guys basically are a company that helps defend us from the people trying to hack into our information.
That's exactly right.
So we were talking during a commercial break, and I guess for starters, anything that we can log on to, any apparatus or device that my child can log into, there's at least some potential that something may be put onto this tablet that can be a gateway into our private information. Is that right?
No, exactly right. I mean, kids today are trainee adults, and so they have the same sort of technology that adults have. They have their smartphones, or they have tablets from their schools, or laptops. And basically, if they have any personal data that's resident on those machines, the hackers are interested in finding it, like their Amazon login accounts, or bank accounts, or addresses, anything like that. And so parents need to help their kids to understand those risks and to watch out for the kind of threats that these cyber criminals actually try to do.
And I guess I need to know what's on my child's phone, for example. I've never really thought about it.
Right, and so what, I mean, topping the list of your advice is lock your phone.
Right. I mean, but basically, you want to lock your phone both physically, but also you want to make sure that you have protections on the device itself, so that if it gets lost or stolen, the hackers can't get into it. And so in that regard, there are some tools that Apple technology, for example, has. You have Find My iPhone or Find My Mac.
Are these apps that need to be downloaded? Or
they're apps that are there, but they need to be turned on, and parents need to know how to get into them.
Right.
And that way, if a phone or a laptop gets lost or stolen, then you can not only find it on a map, which is useful, but you can also delete it, delete the data on it, or scrub it completely if you want to as well.
Okay, that's step number one that I need to do when I get home today. And in terms of checking app permissions before installing, referring to what?
Well, a lot of applications are, if they're unknown to the child or they're unknown to the parent, and they pop up with a request for a bank account or for an address or something like that, and you don't know what that app's about, just don't do it.
Yeah.
I mean, unfortunately, the real issue here is to teach children to be distrustful of anything they don't know online.
Right.
And that includes friends, for example, people trying to friend them online who they don't know.
Bad friends.
Yeah, a bad friend request.
Yeah.
So you want to, again, be careful of anything that you don't know from an application or from social media that you're just unfamiliar with.
You just delete that friend request?
Yeah, don't
out,
respond to it.
And that takes away the threat.
That's right.
And even not to share personal info on social media. I feel like an idiot. Our daughter's going into 6th grade next year, and we've never really sat down and talked about this. But all of those Instagrams or YouTube, make sure they're not putting any personal information on those accounts.
That's exactly right.
Wow.
But there's unfortunately also a new trend, which is called phishing, which is spelled P-H-I-S-H-I-N-G. But phishing is where people send emails that look real. They look as if they're from your bank or from Amazon or from one of the sites. And they ask you to click onto a site from the email, and it looks all legitimate. But the whole idea is that it's a fake website, and people steal those login details and then can get to your bank or to your online account.
It's becoming just more sophisticated.
It's very sophisticated. Adults fall for it all the time.
And which keeps you in business, right?
It does. It does.
Thank me.
Ian, CMIT Solutions, we thank you so much for coming by.
Thank you very much indeed.